Tonight, 12 News Investigates tackles the transit trouble that has riders, drivers, and Beaumont City leaders at odds. For months, we've told you about this back and forth as everyone searches for the best solution. Some have even suggested scrapping the entire program and starting over with something else.
Now, we know the buses are in bad shape. That's part of the reason transit workers were threatening to strike. 12 News investigator Letitia Cahey hopped on board to see for herself.
Yeah, the conditions were less than ideal when we rode one of the buses about a week ago. We spotted visible damage, and like some of the riders, we ran into roadblocks trying to get answers about who's responsible. For the Beaumont transit system, this year has been just as bumpy as the roads they ride on. From the ongoing pandemic to transit workers threatening to strike to concerns from community members they service. It hasn't exactly been a smooth ride, but for some, it's all they have.
We all matter.
Kenneth Simeon depends on the bus system, so he brought his concerns to the attention of the City Council in 2019, but he feels like they didn't take it seriously.
I use the Beaumont Municipal Transit as a way to get around since I'm unable to drive as a blind or visually impaired person.
He's a part of a group that needs a dependable, reliable, and safe way to get around.
It's almost like the bus might fall apart because it's just rattling so loudly. And then, you know, if it's raining, you know, it got to a point to where because of the age of the buses, they begin to leak.
Claims echoed by transit workers.
We have buses that shut down every day in the middle of the street. You know, we've had a bus driver where the bus shut down on the highway.
So we grabbed some change and took a ride ourselves. Inside the buses, we discovered parts of the bus rusted out, holes, some welded over.
I didn't use the transit system unless I just had to use it because of that.
2 years after Simeon raised his concerns, a change could be on the horizon. Director of Planning and Community Development, Christopher Boone, says he hopes federal dollars can help address riders' complaints.
We have received federal grants to buy new buses, 8 new larger buses and 8 new STS smaller buses.
A shift in management companies and cutting through red tape helped.
It's pretty complicated. It's FTA federal dollars for the most part, as well as TxDOT state dollars that go into the system, as well as local dollars.
A system that could once again be revitalized by this summer, helping those who need a ride.
They are important enough to do whatever that you all can do as a leader to make some change, bring positive change to the lives of all citizens in Beaumont.
Boone says with the new buses, they are rebranding with the hopes of refreshing the Beaumont transit image. The city hopes to attract new riders with some of the new features that include bike racks and smart apps like Uber and Lyft that track the buses. Letitia Cahey, 12 News.